there was one more guy that was all mixed up in this. His name was Albert Spalding. Maybe I recognize that name, Spalding? Sports magnate, Spalding basketball. Yeah, in 1907, he was in favor of this team right here, in favor of Abner Doubleday, and what is now known today as the Abner Doubleday Cooperstown myth. But this guy, Henry Chadwick, he was like, hold on, you know, the Doubleday story doesn't really line up, it doesn't really make sense. He was in favor of another theory, that baseball in America evolved from another English game known as rounders. And so they looked into this. And of course, you know, Spalding wanted to side with Doubleday and his story of basically one day saying that he took a stick and drew a baseball diamond in the dirt and said, oh, baseball. And basically had this light bulb moment. But of course, not all the dots connected. The story didn't really line up. And there are a few reasons why. In the fall of 1838, Doubleday was a cadet at West Point. He was absolutely nowhere near Cooperstown. His family had moved away from Cooperstown the year before. Also, not once in Doubleday's writings, his published writings or anything, does he ever mention anything about baseball. Also, Henry Chadwick, Abraham Mills himself knew Doubleday during the war. They fought side by side, and not once does he ever remember his good old buddy Doubleday ever saying anything about the creation of baseball. And also, last but not least, the one supposed eyewitness account they had of Doubleday creating baseball was from this guy who, by 1907, was over 80 years old. His name was Albert Graves. He wasn't really the most credible source.